Okay, our last one's gotta say Twix in it. And it's bingo. Woo! Twix bingo! Yay! Yeah! It's Jess, your go-to global D.League commentator, and we're here taking a look at round 4 block vibe. I'm always excited to tackle a D.League match, and what's different this time is I believe I have found a little bit of a judge criteria to go off of, so we'll tackle it as we get through each matchup. So over time, hopefully we'll have both of us a better understanding of how the judges try to score these routines, and I will also link the Instagram that I believe is affiliated with the judge criteria and the judge feedback. So I love being able to find that. Special shout out to Eric for sending that to me over on Instagram. I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's get started.
Coming up on stage.
Ready. First matchup.
On the blue corner, M&A SoCan Quants.
Quants. Oh, Quants versus DYM. Here we go.
The ace former, Mitsuyoshi.
Mitsuyoshi. Jinzo. No. Let's see. Tamaki. Naoto. Lydia. Charlie! Hi! He's adorable. Dayoshi. We have 2 special performers. Okay, so as teams come out, oh, Charlie and Dayoshi are so fun. We're gonna talk through different categories. So technique, the technical judges, they're looking at rhythm and groove, skill, and the physical side of it. So they evaluate how accurately and creatively you respond to music. So musicality is under the technique side. They also look at fundamental dance skills, such as isolation, body control, basic genre techniques, and then the physicality of doing said moves, sharpness, core strength, flexibility, and energy, projection, right? Choreography items, musicality. So it's not just from, it's funny as they're talking and I'm talking, because it's the only thing I feel like I can contribute whenever we watch these. I'll just make them a little bit quieter right now as we chat, because this is new information, or like more refined information than what I've had all season. So rhythm and groove, yes, I would say it is musicality, because they are, it's more of a response to music, so it's you doing the movement to music. Then the choreography item is the actual choreography structure. Does it have musicality within it? So I would say there's like a physical execution of it, which is the technique side, and then the choreography, which is the structure of composition of the routine itself for musicality. And there are different judges for choreography and for technique. Yushin, hello. And rock. Yuma. Hana. Oh, we have little ponies on our shirt. Umi. Takuto. Yoshiki. Hey, Trek. All right, DYM is coming in hot. Looks like, are they gonna do? Normally in these types of fets, you would see them probably, they're going to be pulling hip-hop and house, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so choreography, it's a mixed bag of musicality, creative. So creativity is actually a component, so that makes me really happy, because I do think that should matter in the street dance space. Program, it's evaluated for creativity of the choreography, precision of the composition, and the use of formations and movement lines. Then staging. High level of finish and sense of unity as a stage, lighting, costumes, props, synchronized performance parts, so that excluded from the synchro section, things like that. Okay, now the ace and synchro, I think, are judged by all judges. I could be wrong. Ace gets looked at technique, basic and applied skills as a dancer. They're evaluated on whether they're able to express how they use their bodies, how the center of gravity moves. Remember, this is a translation. Their sense of rhythm and diversity of the skills. Showmanship and personality. So how was the Ace's performance incorporated into the piece? So for me to look at a routine for how it goes in and out in context, that is something that gets measured. So I guess, I mean, I've been looking at these as similarly as, you know, as I could. What's up with these camera pan overs? It's interesting. We got a whole... Okay. Are we back with our regular MC? Looks like he went to Duluth Trading Company. Alright. We'll take a look at the rest of these in a little bit. But I would assume... So I guess in general, I've been looking at the criteria or like assumption of the categories pretty on par with how the judges are. And we'll talk about that in a second because I did learn more about context as to how the judges judge. How fun. I love this. Oh gosh. Volume is up. Volume is up. Here we are. Soaking Quants.
Ladies and gentlemen. D.League 2026.
This is such a Daft Punk vibe, isn't it? Cool. Come on, ISOs. Look, they stopped. Ha ha! Nice. Yeah, this is such a cyber agent coded structure, isn't it? I would say a little bit simpler than some of the complexity we've seen from cyber agent, but that's nice. But something I noticed is our judges technically don't look at variety of style, but I bet that can be a tiebreaker if you're looking if complexity, musicality, and things along those lines work. Oh, he fell out of it. I don't think I've ever seen someone like get out of a move. Oh, is he okay? I think he hurt himself. Or maybe not. I love a good head ISO section. We're really going into the robot side, which I really like. Animation heavy. I really, really like that we're showcasing the range that you can have with animation. Thank you! Soaking Quants. Is that guy okay, Mr. Ace? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think that's one of the first times that I've personally seen on camera somebody get hurt. Yeah, they're. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm gonna assume that was a wide open opportunity for DYM on the A side. It's not fun when people get hurt. I really hope he's able to get that checked out and taken care of. Oh, we have some hiccups happening in this broadcast today. He said, okay. Did he get a haircut too, or am I just not used to seeing his hair? I don't remember. Excuse me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Messengers.
Ready. Okay, staging. That was so interesting. You know who I haven't seen in a while? My girl Yasmin. I've seen her compete. Okay. Got a little Lindy Hop energy on this. Nice. Okay. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Nice. Yo, I didn't even realize they took all the shirts off. And they were wearing the same shirt. Come on, speed change. That was cool. That was really cool. That was such a delayed response for me. Thank you! All right, guys. Whoa. All right, let's chat. So we've already kind of covered technique items, choreography items, ace performance items. In terms of personality, that's the third component that gets measured for ace. Dancer's presence, aura, and way of conveying emotions, as well as a sensuous charm that is difficult to put into words, the gaze, timing, atmosphere, and other expressions. So that's the subjectiveness of how the ace themselves made you feel as a judge or as an audience member. It can be considered the individual's personality. They're evaluated to see if they leave an impression on the audience. Okay, and then synchronization. The evaluation based on visual consistency. If the evaluation is the same, the next dance difficulty will be considered as a criteria. So if the synchro is synchroing, look at complexity. And I'm assuming you can look at complexity through the components of what you see in the technique and choreography, which is why you have the choreography and technique judges judge it. And that's why you may get different results depending on who's judging it because of the criteria that they're conditioned to look at. Boom. Okay. Dancer judges' visual matching judgments are based on the impressions after seeing the performance once, as they are not given time to check the replay like the AS judges. What's the AS judges? Unlike, is there another panel of judges, or is it just a translation thing? I feel like I need to check that. Not given time to check the replay. Unlike the AS judges. I don't know what that means. That's okay. All right, so let's take a look, or let's touch through speed round as he's, explaining everything. Rhythm, I would say for technique, on the physical side, DYM, rhythm and groove and skill I'd give to quant, so I would lean quants 2 out of 3. So I'm going to treat it like that, where you have 3 categories, even though there's subcategories, who takes those respective categories, and then that's who takes the technique for me. So choreography, musicality, creativity, and staging. I liked DYM staging. There was a couple creative moments. Creativity is really, really, really hard to justify, especially in a space of choreography dance when you've seen so much, especially a lot of us who have seen D.League for a few years now. We've seen a lot. Musicality, I'm going to lean to quants for it. That one I could see be a toss-up. I'm leaning more quants than DYM. For ace, I'm going to go DYM. Because the ace, you could see the injury, so the aura or personality completely was shot for that. Okay, so he's not even on stage. Good. He needs to go get that checked out. And also, side note, if y'all are fine with me kind of just reading through these rules, or I can pull it over like this, right? So I'm going to let it... I think, if anything, for this round, we'll do this, and then y'all let me know if you're like, Jess, this is great. This is not great. And then we have just the time, which is this. This is how we'll do it, like that. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to give this Silken Quants. I'm going to give it to Quants, DYM, and then with Synchro, I'll go Quants. Which, side note, very lucky, even though my guy... I think he either messed with the hamstring, the thigh, the quad, or the hip on that in some way. I'm gonna say, see, but then by doing this, we're missing out on our beautiful playback. I don't know. I want to make both work. It is what it is. I'll leave it over. It is what it is. We have the playback here, and you can have your own paper to look at. Synchro's quants, yeah. So I'm going to see this as a quants win, essentially, right? Unless the injury... They said James Brown Disco. Is he in like a hoodie right now? My little commentator, you don't see him because of my bubble, but I think he's in a hoodie. I love it. Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be a quants win, even though I think ace will go to DYM. All right, let's go find out. Okay, here's what's interesting about this. Okay, DYM destroyed quants. All right, let's chat about it. Do I believe that our judges were influenced based off of the injury? Yes, I do believe so. Because this is a component I hadn't touched on. With how the judges judge, you have a subjective category, which is personality. That is a subjective category of ace, right? Not only that, there are subjective areas it's impossible to not have because you're dealing with humans with different judging scopes. And that's what D.League, it's called like FIDA, I think, and I'll attach the link to that Instagram below. And D.League follows them, so I do believe that that's like a component in all of this. I firmly think that goodness, that we have a subjective, like we have emotional investment to a degree in some of the categories, and that influences circumstances. Is that okay? That's just something that's just a part of the league that I'm just learning how to kind of understand for myself. I would have given quants more categories based on how I view and how I prioritize certain categories and what I view them as. Other judges are going to factor in the physical as more of a, you know, impressionable component compared to rhythm and groove. And then other judges are the opposite. And so some judges are going to prioritize a particular category over others. And that's even in HHI. When there's an odd number and when you itemize your points, you have to give a point to an extra subcategory within the category. So I'm not unfamiliar with that, but I'm not necessarily surprised because DYM is great on technique. But this is the thing, is I'm recalibrating, and I also don't know the concept or storyline or any of those things, so it is a bit tricky for me to know, did we justify concept? That's the creative side, right? All of these things that are being measured on the choreography, I do think tie into what your concept is and justification of it, right? Man, but yeah, this is very interesting. I'm just calibrating. It's okay if I am the exact opposite as our panel. That's life. C'est la vie. Let's go to the next match.
Coming up on stage. On the blue corner, value is infinity.
What a good match this is gonna be. So who has advantages? Valuin's heavy technique. Katakawa, choreography. So Ace and Synchros, Katakawa are risk takers for it. Suki. Did Suki get a haircut? Seiya. Love. Yoga. Masa. Take it off. That's so funny. That was awesome. Hero 10. Oh, we're pulling heavy braking today. God. Katsuya. I don't know about you. I really like some katsu. It's one of my favorite things to eat. You know, something that I think about is I'm just curious as to the turnaround time for when they start unloading and prepping the space for this event, and then how long it takes for them to take it down. Because the stage looks very similar to last season, but we're in a different venue. I like the monitors. There's a ton of feedback monitors that helps them stay in time because they don't have in-ears. Ooh, here's something I'm curious about. Do our judges have in-ears or headphones or something like that, and they're able to get a direct feed from the audio? Because you see how far back our judging panel is. I'm just so curious if they're able to see more accurately what they're dancing to the sound traveling in the space. Something to think about. Here we go. Kello. He's here, but not the ace. Hinata M. Hinata doesn't have, he has different hairstyle now. Raiju. Raichu. Anju. She's cute. Asuha. She said, I'm here. Welcome. TSY. Satsuki. I appreciate Satsuki and the putting his name in English. What? I'm sorry, we have MT Pop as a special performer? Oh. Whoa. That was not on my bingo card. Oh, he's going to be pulling some stuff with Satsuki. Look at their fits. Wow. This is going to be wild work. Oh, we have each person. What is their concept about? That looks so fun. 5, 6. Ah! Come on, MT! Wah, la, la. You better chase it. Ah! Boom, boom, boom. Da, da. Wow. Oh. Oh. Fun. Wow. Sorry if I blew the mic out. That is exciting. Woo, 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 woo.
クラシックなスタイルを継ぎ新時代を切り開くこのチームが登場今シーズン初のブレイキン作品でつわものを迎え撃つ今夜のテーマはシェイプクールなシルエットやアングルを詰め込みさらにスキルを織り込んだパフォーマンス凝縮したブレイキンの魅力を感じてください覚醒を成し遂げたユニコーンが今宵こそ勝利をつかむさあセカンドマッチまずはこのチームバディスインフィニティーズ 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Valley wins infinities.
Ready. That's cool with the speed change. Oh my god. That's musicality. Oh my god. So, synchro, like, they're not in a synchro section, but synchronization is a component, but not for all categories, just for one. I think it's for, what is it, choreography? Nice. Musicality is so nice here. Really nice. Oh my god. Really cool. Now those who are on the technique side may really appreciate that synchro because of the power of it. God, I love that freestyle so much. I think it's really only Valuance I've seen pull that sliding freeze. It's not even a hollaback. Wow. No, it's pretty chill right here. Wow. This is like showing, here's how many chair freezes we can do. Oh, man. Come on, Suki. That's power. God, that was a strong AF ace right there, and he's still going. So that actually helps in the ace more because of context, and also how he gets into it. He's still going. Into a blackout. That's ridiculous. Wow. Thank you! Wow. Lordy. Yeah, he would have gotten a bald spot from all that spinning if he went on a hat. Woo! We're gonna have some weird popping. MT Pop is known for some weird AF popping styles. That ace performance was sick. I would have that as most valuable dancer contender right there. Gosh, those outfits are so fun though. I like that he like leans and presents towards the team that's, you know, about to go on. I think that's fun instead of just to the audience or the camera. There's like a personal quality to it.
KD 魂を胸にアジアから世界に向けた最高級のパフォーマンス、皆さんお楽しみください。それでは早速紹介しましょう。角川 Dreams。
Nice.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me. There's a bellhop and a patron. Nice catch. Come on. Wow. See what I say? You see MT Pop battle, but he does some weird stuff. That's how I knew him, got to know him. Ew. That's cool. We almost took Kello out for that one. Nice. This song is sick. Ah! This may be one of my favorite songs Kadakawa's ever pulled on the production side. Come on, Miss Wacker. Hitting on the violin. Sick. Yeah. Yeah. Man. Wow. Its personality is there. I have a feeling there's going to be judges that are going to give it more to, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Welcome to KT Kadakawa Dreams World. How fun. Thank you. Okay, so I feel better about having way more context on what gets measured for my choices, even if I am so the opposite of our panel. That's fine. Because your panel is not all going to be on the same page at any given time. They're going to have different scopes, even if the scores look the same. So keep that in mind. Okay. From the technique side, physical rhythm and groove and skill, I can see, really see value in technique. Choreography, staging, creativity, I can see go to Kadakawa, so I can see them take more judges. I don't know if it'll be a full sweep on it. For Ace, my preference, because technique, show, and personality, Satsuki showed his personality, right? We evaluated the persuasiveness of the ace. So what's interesting is we gave it as a transition through a storyline with Satsuki being our ace. We did showcase more MT Pop though. He's supposed to perform and freaking awesome and great. So I don't mind that. But did that work against the ace? Potentially. But they're in the same outfit, so it's kind of measured similarly. That synchro is wild work. They may clock the guy in, what is it? It was a downstage left. However, it just depends on vantage point. This is wild. His musicality was strong here, so he got the choreography people for that. However, personality, Satsuki had more personality, which is a component of ace. But technique, Suki killed. Satsuki, it's funny, Suki and Satsuki. Satsuki had complexity as well. So I can see, you know, was it Katakawa get the ace too? That was a legit toss-up depending on your judge and what they prioritize more. I would lean more to Suki because of the musicality in the continuation. And we didn't have a combativeness of ace to special performer. And some people may not find that as combative, and that's fine. That's just me. Synchro, I would say on the difficulty side, that would be a Valuance thing, because that was a full-on full body. Yes, Katakawa dynamically had to restrict their movement in order to get some of those nuances across. Valuances, I think, read more. However, they were on the ground for a lot of it, so a lot of things they were doing behind them you couldn't see very well. You could see more on Katakawa's end. So this is going to be a very interesting match where we got some really good seats in the house. Our judges, you know, depends. I was Suki's ace, 1,000%. Most valuable dancer contender. Like that was, they were pulling out all the stops on the breaking, and lordy. Let's find out who wins. Oh yeah, and then with audience, it's like, it's always a mixed bag. Okay. Surprising. Wow, okay. Wow, okay, freeze. Alright, so ace, Valuance's ace did more, but Katakawa synchro. So to the point that I made about it was a bit hard to see what was going on behind Valuance when they were on the ground. They did have more of a physical demand, so I was thinking the technique judges could be opting for it, but I would say that does come down to whether a judge preferentially likes the physicality of a member or a dancer's technique as a priority compared to other categories. So there's so much assumption that goes into trying to like use statistics, and I'm really bad at that because I didn't study statistics. So I only go off of, you know, being an adult and living life and to those types of things. But it is interesting that Valuance took choreo a little bit more, but it was still close. And then, I mean, Katakawa, this is close, as it should have been. I'm glad it was close. Katakawa taking the win. I am, you know, the only category, like I said, that I was surprised on was choreo that Valuance took. But Katakawa getting synchro, that checks out really, like, when you look at both of them. With Valuance, that ace, that also, for me, checks out, because that was my preference. And yeah, this was very interesting. And once again, for me, this is just so fun. I love being able to now, like, I have so much more fun watching these because I understand what's being looked at, like, truly. And they aren't, what is it? They're not hiding anything. You just have to know where to look. And which is why I was very thankful that I was given the resource I was to be able to find, you know, judge commentary if we really didn't understand a match and why people voted who they voted for. But also, you know, being able to know what kind of subjectiveness is in play, and it's going to be pretty freaking hard to eliminate it on a circuit like this, right? Because you're dealing with like two subjective categories that are heavily influential in, you know, a kind of score that we're given. Like if this was flip-flop, Valuance would have taken it despite all of this, right? So very, very fascinating, right? On to the next match.
Coming up on stage, On the blue corner,
Change Raptors full cast Razors. Ah, okay. How many twigs are going to be in the full cast Razors lineup? I'm going to say 6. That's a high number, but I'm going to go 6. And they have to have twigs listed, even though we have some freebies where some of them do have a twigs name, but they don't go by it here. They have to have twigs in the name. 6 of them. Here we go. Change Raptors. That'd be so fun if I'm right. Aoi. Tora. See, I thought Tora's name was originally Shigetora, but no, I know those are 2 different people. For sure. Aki. Ryota. Yuya. Haruto. Shigetora. See? 2 different people. We got Tora and Shigetora.
Change Raptors 現在4位、総合力の強いこのチーム。これまでの累計データですとシンクロにテクニック3位、コレオグラフィーに会場オーディエンスも人気が2位というところ。今回は風を3つ書いてヒューというこのテーマです。いいですね。足さばきに注目してくださいって言ってたんで、僕大好きな重虎のハウスめちゃくちゃ堪能したいと思ってます。さあこの作品どのような風を吹かせていくのか。
Fun.
on the red corner, focused
Razors. All right, I said 6 twigs. If it's Crump themed, we got a sincere shot at getting at least 6 twigs. Let's go. Thank you, Tiny Twigs, for showing up, giving me hope. Ill Twigs. Oh. See, look, they're smiling because they know that I'm doing so well so far. Oh, okay. E-Flow. Nice to see you. Full Cat's got a whole squad! Infinity Twigs. I love it. Killer Twigs. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Louis, okay, our last one's gotta say Twigs in it. And it's bingo! Woo! Twigs bingo! Yay! Yeah! What a good day. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twigs. Yes. Oh, that makes me so unnecessarily happy. And side note, I'm going to D.League next month in person. I'm still trying to figure out logistics on how to film it. But I'm going to be placing, they're going to be happening, I think, the second day. I'm going to have to, log in. Here's how many twigs I think are going to show up for it. And man, I hope I'm right. That just makes it even better.
フルキャストレイザーズ魂のクランプを見せるこのチーム3連勝中現在1位です。これまでですね
Hey, oh, we are without the shirts today. Who needs them, right? They all work hard. Wow. They're going for that on-site vote. They got a lot of their fan squad here. Wow, look at that. They got their own light stick. How cute. Oh, man. And side note, I don't know if I've said this before, but Full Cast Razors, their logo, I feel like I've said this. Their logo reminds me of like a hockey team or an indoor football team specifically. Woo. I'm so happy. So happy. Excuse me. Third match. Man, we've done so much. Oh, ready.
まずはこのチーム紹介しましょう。
Raptures, here we go.
お
Ready.
っとっとっとっと海で吹かれてゆらりゆら磯川まれど足元見よそこに探し求めるもの確かにありとう
Okay, great levels for that. Cool. Par freaking core, man. We are going. That was cool. That was cool. Hey, that checks out. Nice. With braking. Full out, man. That's cool. How cute! A little gimmick. Little BPM change. It's a fun visual. Definitely can help with entertainment. Nice. A little sidewalk near the tail end. Okay. Some of our stuff we're falling out of. But that's just gonna be on the technique side. Cool. That was cool. Very, very full. Thank you!
Thank you, Raptor!
Nice.
ありがとうございました。
Whew, fatiguing for sure. I like that we have the... Is it production? Or is it change raptures?
風が吹いてましたね。もう画面越しからビュービュー伝わりますよ、見ている方これ。
テクニックもさることながらアイテムも使っていきながら今回ステージングというものはですね大きな項目にはないんですけれどもコレオグラフィーの中に入っていたりしますので非常にですねアイテム使いも大切になってきます。
いやこれぞラプチャーズっていうね素晴らしいハウスでしたね。
抜き足差し足もありましたね。
Oh, you know what? I really like our announcer's suit. It looks woven.
打つフルキャストレーザーズもはや脱いでおります。
早いって早いよ脱ぐのが。
Second performance. Oh, look at that. That is adorable, guys. Fullcast got a full-blown fan club in the back of the room, baby.
どんな困難も仲間は手を差し伸べて支え合い乗り越えていく空を照らすあなたの笑顔でもあなたの輝きには及ばない今宵も熱い男たちに勝利の女神が微笑むさあ対するはこのチーム紹介しましょうフルキャスレイザーズ 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1
Betty. We're gonna be doing crop for sure, obviously, because I got 6 out of 8 at least. Got twig. Speed change, that's cool. That's gonna be up to complexity at that point. I can see... Nice. I can see Change Raptors take Synchro, but not by a large margin. We've now put on clothes. Why? Parkour. Should it be the opposite? This song is... It has a sense of empowerment behind it, is what it sounds like. This style normally doesn't, not the style, but nice concept structure in terms of the type of track to their movement normally doesn't fare well on D.League stage. It could just be circumstance to panel. We caught it. Sweet. You know, I already done forgot who the ace performer is because I was just so happy I got my Twix bingo. Nice. We done caught him. Parkour. Okay. Wild Twigs. That was sick. That was cool. He did a slip, though. He slipped a little bit. Oh. Oh! We have a costume change. So they went no shirt, hoodie, and we had a shirt that we kept on. That was actually pretty interesting. Oh, he's like going past the threshold of where the stage is. That's cool. They like broke the fourth wall a bit. Thank you!
Thank you!
See, our cameraman knows what's up because we got the whole team there. Okay, I can see Alina change Raptures and more. Oh, is he okay? No, he's just picking up a jacket. Okay. See, now I'm like conscious of. I hope people are okay because we saw an injury on camera. But okay, for technique.
Round 4, block 5, third match. It's time to go.
Fundamentally, Crump is great, right? It did good. Change Raptors had more styles, but some of their choices, especially on the breaking side, or more on the trick side, didn't have a lot of clarity. When it comes to speed, though, definitely Change Raptors had that, but that's, you know, don't know the concept, don't know the story that we're justifying, and that plays into choreography. Musicality-wise, our ace on full cast was really nice. The group as a whole, there were a lot of musical moments here. There were more successful risk-taking choices here. Like, that was cool. So I can see, I'm going to lean Change Raptures on choreography. For ace, I really hate the fact... Oh, they did a direction change too. Synchro's a toss-up. I am leaning to full cast for ace. Even though there was a slip-up in the beginning, I loved his approach. Because music's a really big component for me, right? Like, my priority is musicality, specifically. Excuse me. I like the personality of him as a mover, too. all that was fine. I think it could be if both were clean. Change had more complexity and direction change, but they had, it was a dropout in sound where you have to really know what's going on in your music. That was cool, but he slipped. He rolled out of it. Oh, man. Some people are going to be like, oh, you can't trip. And then others are like, and then they reach to the end. So I like the risk taking on staging for the choreo for full cast, but I think Change did more. It sounds so broad. I think they had more, they challenged on all of the categories that get measured. So I can see more lean that way. Physical. Crop is so physically demanding. I'm going to say I don't think it's a wash, but I can lean it to Change for this. So let's find out. Well, it's not a big thing. I like the ace on full cast a lot.
はい、東ブルーに優勢。会場ジャッジはレッドがリード。テクニックレッドがリードしている。コレオグラフィーもレッドが優勢。シンクロも大幅にレッドがリード。エースもレッドがリード。
Really? Wow. Okay, here's the thing. I'm always happy for full cast to take a win, right? For their season last year. Look at that. Look at him go.
キャストレーサー強い
どうしたすごいぞ
さあ実はねエース
It's okay though. Shigetora, he did fine. That is, I would say, what was it? Technique, I mean, because it makes me wonder if we got fundamentalists on the panel. Because normally when you see technique, like actual form of the technique, which we'll need to check the Koze 8 Rocks round or match just to verify this. If you have people that prioritize like the skill side, because that's where the fundamental dance skill comes in, that's like their top, then you're gonna have it lean like that, because you have Change Raptures, they're hybrid, and you see fusion of stuff. Dip does this too, but they're able to have their own sections of styles. This one is, they have like a one-off sidewalk section in house, and then they have tricks and things like that. But they landed, but they didn't land with the stability that you normally see with somebody who's proficient in doing tricks within a respective style. I digress though. This is fine. I think it's once again, I call this my calibration round in hopes that I have my ducks in a row going into like watching these live, and also the fact that I'm gonna have a fixed cam when I watch. It's gonna be really, really interesting. Okay, on to our last match of the round.
On the blue corner, Lifehold of Rhythm.
Momo Peach. So cute. They present to each other. Yukino. Karimu.
The ace former, Ono Aichi.
Ono Aichi. Hiroko Buki. Kalin. Lena. Oh, the Kimball was showing up there. That's life.
ライバルアルトリズムラウンド4のメンバーはこちら。今回のエースには今シーズン初出場の大野愛知を起用。彼が回る瞬間、世界の呼吸が止まる。その一瞬の時空の中でかけがえのない感動を生み出してくれる存在です。美しく儚いヘッドスピンの前にぜひ注目してくださいとのこと。
We're running.
真の美しさだと考えています。私たちはこれまで様々なタイプの作品に挑んできましたが、今回は美しく儚いものイコールダンスそのものに向き合った作品を用意しました。皆さんのすぐ隣にあるものはいつ消えてもおかしくないかけがえのない時間です。だからこそ今この一瞬のときめきをぜひ私たちと共に分かち合ってくださいとのことです。
ライフのアルゴリズム現在6位、エース、テクニック、コレオのポイントで対するセガサミより優位に立っています。そしてスペシャルパフォーマーにこの人、大野さんです。
On the red corner, Sega Sammy Lux.
Mess with the squad and get closer to God. So fun. Red corner, here we go. Is Taki Taki Roomba gonna be here today? Let's see.
The ace runner,
Taki Taki Roomba! Kanau. Not only was he here, he's the ace. Hinata. How fun. Cody. Joe. Joe, you don't quite look yourself today. Y'all look like they're just clowning around. Mao! That's fun. Super fun. Takara.
Mess with the squad and get closer to goal, closer to goal. Hey, yo, y'all still think we play it? Y'all still think we play it?
Still think we play it?
And knowing that you are, and knowing that you are.
Fun. It is funny watching what they're wearing and hearing the song.
オリジナリティの塊と語るアルトリに対し勝つというテーマで戦うルクス。本当に今回は勝ちたいという熱い気持ちをショーケースにぶつけますということです。
セガサミルクス現在8位ながらシンクロは全チーム中2位ということで、オーディエンスの人気も非常に高い刺激持っています。佐藤さん、ピエロですよ。
革命の序章って言ってましたね。これもピエロを取り入れたのも滝のアイデアだって言ってたので、
はい、
暴れ回るエースパフォーマンスの滝、すごく注目したいと思います。
セガサミルクス競技の扉が今開きます。
That was fun.
Round 4, Block 5, fourth match. Lightful Alt Rhythm versus Sega Sammy Lux.
オーディエンスの感覚を刺激するこのチームが登場。今夜のテーマは If 扉は開いている。それでも私たちは動かない。最も愛するものを失うことを恐れて立ち止まり続けるか、自ら未来の扉を開くか。小さな雪が止まった時間を再び回し始め、これは過去に取られた一人の人間の物語。アルトリ劇場、間もなく開演です。Lightful Alt Rhythm!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lightful Alt Rhythm.
We're ready. Let's go.
We know the door is open, yet we do not move. Afraid of losing
Nice.
most love.
And they're still going over there. And they're still going. Wow. That's cool. Now, what's interesting here is some people would consider this technique fatigue. Because you're seeing somebody do a particular skill for an extended period of time. However, is he dizzy? I love that he walks in, head spins for the entire duration of it, gets up and walks to the door. I love the risk of that. And so what I mean by technique fatigue, thank you!
Thank you! Life
It does remind me, aw, that's sweet. And they're all laughing. Choreographically, I really liked that. It reminds me of they had a routine called Greed, and they used somebody who had like that flexibility, and they extended it back, and they used that as like the storyline component. So I'm so curious what they're talking about. I enjoyed it choreographically. There was a lot of hybrid, and based on how things are going, the fundamental side is going to be scoring pretty well. We're about to see. Oh, I'm gonna be, regardless of what Sega does, I'm gonna be so curious of the results. I like the synchro from Lifeful. He said, "Come here in." Ooh. Ooh, gives a very Jack in the Box situation. That's cool. Yeah. I don't want to play the game, but I'll watch. Wow. I think that beginning crawl may have gotten him on synchro though, because that wasn't together in the sense of even down to the feet were the same in the timing. Part of me does want to go back and verify that, but there's a chance that Lifeful took synchro. This is sick. Oh, one of them tripped over another. Wow. This is a really good way of using your lighting. Come on now. Yep. That was cool. Thank you. All right, let's take a look here, chat. So I would say, I normally don't go back, but I am oh so curious of their synchro section. That part right there. I'm even gonna slow it down for my own brain. We're an opposite. Oh, that's so hard to freaking verify. Hold on. It's because of our performance. See, and that's the risk sometimes when you pick certain techniques. That let's play. You know, it's so freaking hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. Huh. I don't know who we're going to give synchro to. If it's complexity based, it's going to go to Sega. But if it's like clarity in the synchro itself, it's going to go to, let's see, let's let it like play off like that. Time to judge, which is us right here. That was such a risky synchro. The ace was great. I liked the Lifeful ace for the fact that he did what he did for as long as he did, and it went and integrated into his ace. I respect the mess out of that. I think with Lifefuls, they had such a strong start, but it started dropping just a bit, about halfway. So I could see them get at least, I could see them get 2 categories. I like the choreography of it. Like, that was all really cool. But because it's such a hybrid movement, they may not get technique. They may get blown out for technique. I guess let's go find out. Here we go.
レッドコーナーのセガサミールックスか。それではジャッジの結果を見ていきましょう。対戦ジャッジレッド優勢。会場ジャッジもレッドがリード。テクニック巻き返しているブルー。コレオグラフィーもブルーが巻き返した。シンクロレッドがリード。エースブルーがリードしているが44点差55.9。
Okay. Took me a second to look at this. So Sega took the win. Yeah. Okay. Lifeful got technique though. Huh.
そしてシンクロセガサミーの非常に難しい狂気的な
Sega getting Sega, see, that was really close. That's such a close call because that was down to preference on that. Oh man, Ace, Lifeful. I like that one. Technique. I'm glad that they fared well. Lifeful did on the technique side for that, because for me, I'm referencing when Benefit 1 got shut the freak out during their round a couple rounds ago, where it like really sparked discussion, right? So that it just makes me wonder if Benefit 1 competed that set in this round with this panel, would it have been that way? That's what makes you ask the question, which then also implies, is it too subjective in certain categories that allows too much wiggle room for our judges, to where we do kind of need to be on the same page across the board in some areas in order for there to be a sense of consistency to know how to fare in the league itself, right? When you have too many, like, I don't get it. Even I have the official, like, what categories are breaking down here, and there's still not a clarity on this. Of course, I could translate all the judges' feedback that they have posted per round. And I may need to do that just for research purposes, just to kind of really prep myself it's there's still a lack of clarity in certain spaces. But also, it's that way at WAD, it's that way at HHI, it's that way at WDCC. People don't get it a lot of times unless you were trained through it. That I understand. So it could just be simply, I don't know enough, and I'll try to figure out a way to get more information or to really understand it better so we can have more productive discussions. But we still have Most Valuable Dancer. I really, really enjoyed the full cast Razor Ace. I like the Ace here with Lifeful Alt Rhythm, and I liked Suki. So I think it's either any of those. I'm going to lean Suki from Valuance. Second place, the full cast Razors Ace. Let's go find out.
発表されます。皆さん注目していきましょう。
Okay.
となります。それでは早速発表いたしましょう。ラウンド4ブロック5 MVP に輝いたのはこの D.League
Look at the textile. Look at that!
おめで
Suki!
とうございます。MVP はこれです。
Look at that!
です。やはりですね、パワームーブかましてからラストまでやりきるという。
100,000 yen.
いや、ダンス力非常に高いですね。ブレイキンで見せ切ったスッキーさんインタビューです。
今のお気持ち一言いただきます。お願いします。
I loved his ace immensely because so good.
はい。
It was that tail end of it was really good. And I think he has the popularity too. For what I've been noticing, when Suki's ace, he tends to fare very well. And he was on my radar back at Cypher rounds. Like, it was either last year or the year before when Valuance was killing it. Suki was one of those guys killing it in his respective solo round. But cool. We have Hype going down tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I'm super excited to be able to continue to do this, and hopefully I'll get better and better at understanding what to look at and criteria and perspective, and I think it's going to be just a great time. Like I said too, I'm going to be at D.League in person in February, so if you are in Japan or if you're somebody who's been wanting to go and you need a reason to go, I'll be there, and I'd love to see you, meet you, and hang out. So yeah, you guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.